Welcome to Zach D TV, the place for interesting news from around the net. In today's episode, we're going to look at chimpanzees learning to play rock, paper, scissors. Then we have a company that wants to be the first cell phone provider on the moon. And we're going to wrap all this up with ice cream that doesn't melt. And remember, if you want more interesting news like this, go ahead and click the subscribe button right here. Then you'll know when I upload something new. Alright, let's get into this. Researchers at the Primate Research Institute of Kyoto, Japan have trained 5 monkeys out of 7 to play rock, paper, scissors. How they did this is they took 7 chimpanzees, male and female, that have already learned how to use touchscreen computers. They then showed them images of primate hands in the rock, paper, scissor formations. They taught them the meaning of this through positive reinforcement. They showed them the difference between this one, that one, this one, that one, this one, that one. Then they started implementing the rules of the game. What would happen is a chimp would touch one, they'd get a buzzer. The chimp would touch the one that wins, they'd get a little chime and a little treat. Over the course of 307 sessions, it took 307 learning sessions, they found that 5 out of 7 of these chimps picked up the rules for rock, paper, scissors. They could play against the computer. The other 2 chimps just couldn't quite get the cycle of it to understand that all these sort of go together. They performed the same type of study using children between 35 and 71 months old, and they found that the chimps' learning took about the same amount of time as it would to teach a child around the age of 4 years old. So in the long run, this study was able to tell researchers that chimpanzees do have the same reasoning ability and pattern realization ability as a child around 4 years old. That is pretty good, but I don't think we have to worry about Planet of the Apes kind of stuff yet. Next, I want to talk about a group called ptscientists. They're a German startup that got together for the Google LUNAR X Prize. While they have pulled out of the X Prize competition, they just feel that nobody's going to reach the end of 2017 goal for a private company to put a rover on the moon. They do plan on putting 2 rovers up there not too far in the future. They have developed a partnership with Audi and Vodafone. So they'll be using the Audi rover, that Quattro rover. They actually showed up in Alien Covenant with it. And as a way to transmit data back to Earth from the moon, they want to set up an LTE network. That's right, the same LTE type network that you hear about all over here on Earth. They want to be the first to bring it to the moon. They state that they're doing this to provide cost-effective solutions to problems that are arising in terms of building the lunar village. That's right, they want to be the cell phone providers to our future lunar astronauts. I don't know about you guys, cell phone service here on Earth is bad enough. Could you imagine if you had one company with a monopoly on the moon? I can see where this will cause problems 50 years down the road. And finally, I want to talk to you guys about Kanazawa ice. I've been seeing this all over the place. It is ice cream that doesn't melt. Sounds cool, sounds crazy, kind of scary, but actually a pretty harmless concept. They do this by using polyphenol liquid. It's an extract from strawberries, and it causes cream to solidify, to clump up. Picture the way gelatin works. And this allows the ice cream to maintain its shape even after it comes up to room temperatures. So it doesn't melt. As you can see here, this funky bear was left out sitting for 3 hours. I know the watch says 5. I'm not sure what's going on there. According to the Google Translate, they say it's 3 hours. This was actually discovered by accident. Researchers at the Biotherapy Development Research Center in Japan were looking at a way to use strawberries provided by farmers in that region. This came about because a lot of farmers in Japan were having issues with their strawberry crop. They weren't pretty enough to sell. They weren't in good enough condition to sell, but they're still edible. So they wanted to find a use for them. They approached a pastry chef and asked him to figure out something to do with this strawberry extract. The chef had a problem though. They found that when they added it to cream, it solidified their cream. And actually they thought it was suspicious because this was after the Fukushima disaster. They thought the strawberries might have something in them. Well, here we are after a couple years of testing, and this is the product they came up with. It is healthy, it's safe. It's being sold in different parts of Japan. And I have a feeling it won't be long until it's on our shores here. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for stopping in. I do this 5 days a week. That's Monday through Friday. I do a live stream on Saturday and a short on Sunday as well. So I hope to see you here again. So until next time, have fun and be safe.